Do 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 do. The Abbey and the Salt, the Abbey and the Salt. Hi ho, the Dario, the Abbey and the Salt.
Well, hi.
Well, hi.
We should buy another corn header.
Should we now?
Abby,
Yeah.
that's not on the list.
Well, it just restores the full functionality of the 161.
Abby, that's not on the list.
That sucks. Lists are stupid. Dictionaries, that's where it's at.
I get it.
Haha.
Sure it's not a CSV?
Oh man.
CSV is just an efficient dictionary.
I don't believe you.
Hang on. I gotta tell you guys this funny story about one of the things I ran into in my master's program. This lady took, what was it, it's like a 1.5 million entry CSV or something like that. Million record CSV. And converted it to an in-text Python list. It was completely useless. It took 7 hours. And at the end of it, we were all sitting there looking at it like, why? Just why?
Was it on purpose?
Yes and no. Like, the lady, she knew she needed to go through the information, but she only knew one path to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the path she took.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that.
It hurt to look at. It hurt so bad.
Sounds like you could have done that in a lot faster than 7 hours. I don't know why it would take so long to do that.
It would, right. But when I ran her code on my computer with the same CSV, it took my computer 7 hours.
Yeah,
I was
that
just
must be really inefficient code. Because 1.5 million entries is not very much for a computer to process.
No, we put it into it's that thing you can get from Microsoft. It's blue. Azure. Don't make fun of me. My sleep med is still kicking my butt right now, and I've been up for
It's blue.
4.5 hours.
What's that color for blue again? Oh yeah, azure.
I'm not wrong. It was.
You're correct on a technicality.
It took their system like 3 seconds to go through and do everything that she had made Python do.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there like, maybe if we had used all of the tools at our avail.
But why do that when you can re-implement from scratch?
Yeah.
Why trust anything anyone else has already done?
Yes,
That was the
that's
big
stupid.
This lady, like, hey, Maraster, how's it going? This lady, so on our final project, she had to review all of the code that we were using, or we couldn't put it in the project.
Okay.
It added like a day.
Was she
to
a
implement
teammate or was
changes.
it your instructor?
She was a teammate.
Oh. Sounds like you teamed up with a mama bear.
Uh-huh.
You know, one of the friends that I made in college, her name was Emily. She had a very interesting perspective to working in teams with people.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you, that woman, she had like a lot of sass, and I loved her for it. So, whenever we would have to team up with people, she would always give the same speech because I had a class with her every year, but She always giving the same speech. I'm not your mommy. I'm not your grandma. Don't come looking at me and don't be suckling on my teat. I'm not going to do it for you. Uh,
One way to put
Okay.
it.
love that woman. She is something else.
Well, okay, so our senior project involved some data that we collected ourselves off of Twitter, right? And somehow or another, this project that took me 45 minutes on a weekend took 2 weeks for the four of us to do, and the only thing that I saw change was the number of individuals involved in the processing.
Oh, you learned about too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah. At, and at the end, she told the instructor that I did nothing to contribute to the project. Because I didn't. I had already done the project. I was not going to redo the project because I didn't do it in Python. I had Python scripting, but I had used the machine learning platform that was at our at our disposal to do what I needed it to do. And I got asked about the feedback and everything else like that, and I told the instructor, like, yeah, I was tired of being treated like an idiot and talked down to, so I did not put forth any effort into that project. If you would like to see the thing that I did do, I'll show it to you. And I sent him the stuff, and he was like, yeah, this is exactly what they did, except you're not taking all of the code to Python. We showed you guys these tools and all this other stuff. And I still got my master's, so in your face. Don't
Yeah,
you?
you tell them.
Yep. A year later. Does anybody want to help me on the contract on 7? I could. We have an extra harvester we could buy a header for, and
Okay, Abby, I'm going to tell you something, but don't be upset and don't judge me, okay?
okay.
I thought you were running this potato harvester. I just realized it's salt.
Oh my god.
No, I'm completely out of it.
And I'm the one that's still high on sleep meds. Okay. We're doing great, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just, it's pure autonomy. I was just like, yep, someone's harvesting taters. There's a truck here. I'll just go get that truck. Didn't even care who it was. Yep. Farmer Krim doing his job over here.
Perfect. That's how it should be.
No, we need Farmer Simple now. And
We're all
Farmer
simple
Huntress.
farmers.
Feels like my head is swimming.
Sounds fun.
I mean, it could be worse, right? I mean, it could be, I don't know.
Drowning?
Completely knocked out. Yeah. This is what happens on this medication, though. I just want to, like, preface this to all you guys. I stopped taking this medication because I would randomly fall asleep, lose focus, forget where I was, what I was doing. But it helped me sleep at night. It was really amazing for the sleep thing.
Is that what it was intended to be for?
Yeah.
Ah.
It helped so good, I had to stop taking it because I needed to do things like eat. Alright, this little guy goes right here.
You could always ask him to lower the dosage.
This is the lowest dose.
Alright then, I tried. So your
I
turn.
know.
I could give you suggestions that are probably not good to do.
What's that?
Well, like cutting the pill in half. See what that does.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That can be very dangerous.
What do you, hi, why?
A lot of pills are timed release.
Uh-huh.
they dissolve very slowly in your stomach, and if you cut them in half, they dissolve very quickly instead.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Okay.
Some don't.
I don't know on this
Yeah,
one.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Huntress, how's it doing?
She saw that you're harvesting russets without her permission.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Kremlin, are you streaming?
Yeah, why?
Okay. Just making sure that my timed command thing isn't gonna make me out to be a liar.
Again,
Yeah.
like during the entirety of my summer car.
I thought I turned it off at some point in time in my summer car.
Oh.
More like our summer car.
Oh.
Hey.
You were there with me in spirit.
I was there with you in voice.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't there.
No, you weren't. It's okay.
You're never there.
I don't even
sometimes
think.
come out for that game, but I was busy today.
You were there for Dyson.
Yes, I was. You did it when I wasn't busy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. See how it is. You can't even drop a lurk on me.
No, I
So
didn't.
unloved.
Didn't
So
even do that.
unloved.
Usually I do, but that game... I have to mute you when I watch you play that game. So what's the point?
Why do you have to mute me?
The in-game sounds are way too annoying and too loud.
Well, that's because I don't know how to shift the volume on that thing.
It literally
I mean,
does
like,
not
some
have
things are
in-game.
good.
It doesn't have in-game volume control.
I have to go to like Windows mix settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there are parts... A lot of the parts of the game are okay, and they're normal, and then other parts, like, you get into your forklift and drive around, and it's like someone's driving a leaf blower in my ear. Which is weird, because you don't drive leaf blowers.
Yeah, I was just about to be like, wow, that's one heck of a leaf blower, man. I mean,
Hey, everything's a vehicle if you're brave enough.
I know a guy that got a DUI on a ride-on lawnmower.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You don't know, daggone yep, man. Ooh, salt. Please, we're streaming.
Isn't that the best time to do things like this?
You tease.
Well, my stream lag is only 5 seconds today. Wow.
Look at you, Mr. Fancy Internet.
Mm-hmm.
What is mine at?
I don't know.
There you go. 3 seconds.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
I don't have streamer mode on. That scared me.
Oh, sorry.
And Embopez. I've been spooked.
How's the potatoes going?
Pretty good.
Don't
They're
listen
about
to
to
him.
mount a revolt because the wrong leader is harvesting them. Alright. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute and try and hack up all this phlegm.
Sure, sure.
If you guys need me, and I can hear you over the sound of me dying in my living room, I will respond as soon as I can breathe.
Okay.
Alright.
Good luck. Oh, salt, please.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
What would Jen think?
Warning ahead of time.
Salt, don't you think it'd be easier to just do up downs?
I don't know. I'm just going.
We just get in our harvester and we just go.
You think I planned this out?
I mean, I thought you were Abaddon, so I'm kind of in your boat.
Oh man.
You know, I can still hear the hurtful things you're saying.
Does that sound hateful? I didn't think it sounded hateful.
Not hateful, hurtful.
Same difference.
My harvester has a screen on it with a bunch of little displays, angles and circles and things, and F1 through F12, and an escape dial. I don't know what an escape dial would do.
What is this thing the French call escape?
Is there like certain levels of escape you need to be doing?
Yeah, multiple levels. You ever been to a dungeon?
Like, a bath is one level of escape, a vacation is another level, death is another level.
F12 is for the visiting mother-in-law.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Why?
that one there.
Sometimes you just have to escape her, you know? And it's like, well, I want to spend time with the rest of the family, but hang on, my nose just completely stopped up.
Oh. Am I blocking your path? Pardon me, let me move my peanuts for you. There you go. You can move now.
Would you like me to come help?
I only rented one of the potato harvesters, even though there were two jobs, because the other one was that pull behind trailer thing. Didn't think it was worth doing. But we have other jobs you can certainly take. There's also cotton, which is about to expire.
Want me to do that one first?
Yeah, that'd be great. Field 9 and 17 are both about to expire, and they are both cotton.
I'm gonna rent the equipment for both of them.
Yep, sounds good.
Warning. Warning again.
Abaddon thought the cotton weren't worth doing because they're only I don't know, like 6,000 or something.
Yeah, and full salt.
Uh,
You okay, Abby?
huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chunk of my brain came out my nose while I was cleaning it out, so I think I just forgot kindergarten. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just forgot kindergarten.
You didn't need it.
Now, how will he remember the glory of nap time?
By having a nap.
I always hated nap time when I was a kid.
You know, so you
I never
seem like
took
the
it.
type of kid that would hate nap time.
Yeah.
Did anybody else have their own nap mat?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Did it say welcome?
No, mine was one of the blue and red ones with the 3 sections that folded.
Abaddon's just the floor mat. Just a doormat, I mean.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I guess, like, by today's standards, my mom was just, like, abusive as shit. And, like, holy crap. What's that? You want to go outside and play? Then go outside and play. Get out of here. You're bugging me, kid. Kind of thing, you know? Like, I don't know. I gotta go outside, run around in the woods, play with sticks, hunt grouse.
Oh yeah, as anyone does in Alaska.
I had a mule team when I was 9, 10. Can't even remember when I got them. And just go riding around in the woods. It's kind of awesome.
What does that mean?
What?
Mule team that you ride around in the woods.
I had 2 mules, Dolly and Danny, and I would throw a saddle on Dolly, and I would ride around in the woods. And then if like something that needed a little bit more like, how do I put this? They were
Horsepower?
animals. Well, yeah,
Gas
because
power.
each one is only half a horse each. So, but like, I don't know. We took them hunting and camping and fishing and stuff like that. Like, but if you needed like an extra spot to hang something to take it back home or something like that, there was some mules.
No, okay. That's
My
kind of
brother,
what I thought you meant. I just didn't know if it was some kind of weird slang that didn't mean that.
no, my brother Dan was actually the owner of Danny, but I spent more time outside playing with the mules. He read books and stuff like that.
Did your brother name the mule?
No, we bought them named. They were 26 when we bought them, so they already had their names.
Isn't that very old?
Yes, that's why an 11-year-old got to take them fishing, and that was their retirement.
Oh.
He lived in the farm upstate.
Yeah, way upstate. So far upstate, it's on the other end of the continent for most people. Anyways, I don't know. I kind of wish that my kids would be able to grow up like that. But it's looking like that'll get me arrested. Sir, do
Which
you know where your
part?
kids
Getting
are?
mules or letting them go out in the forest?
Yes. uh, I don't know. It just seems weird nowadays.
Sad nowadays.
I mean, I didn't have a forest. I had a whole neighborhood to run around. There was a church a couple houses down from where we lived, and that's when my sister broke her first bone riding her bike
Oh.
in the gravel parking lot. It was good times.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time she broke her arm, she was playing Red Rover.
Uh-oh. And somebody ran her over?
Somebody decided to come over.
I'm gonna take this real wide and just go down the next side so I can clean up the edge too.
Oh, good old. Salt.
Hmm?
I like it when you take it wide.
You like it when I clean up the edge?
Oh man.
You dirty birds.
Do you think birds would eat potatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even have to think on that one.
Do you think they would fry them first?
Probably not, since they know that's what's going to happen to them most of the time.
They might sunbake them.
Mmm. Baked potatoes.
Sun-dried taters.
Double big.
Oh, I really mess up that corner back there.
Yarp.
Yeah, something is missing from my day.
Coffee?
No, I've had 2 cups.
Oh,
I know what it is.
cat cam?
Yep.
Join the
Damn.
club. Let's see that ghost kitty. Ghost kitty, yay.
Yep. There he is. Everybody's favorite streamer. He's not quite doing the sideways body upside down head sleep.
Kitty is over here working on his apostrophe right now
Okay.
with one back leg grabbed with his front paw.
I'm going wide again, Crumb.
Ghost's whole face is on all of his paws.
One of Steph's cats, Piggy. Sometimes when she falls asleep, like on a blanket or something, she'll just straight up face plant,
Nice.
like sitting full typical cat loaf, but just face down.
Oh my god, that's gotta be amazing.
She's got some photos she could probably share in the Discord. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I can't wait till we have to harvest our field. It's gonna be so much fun.
Why?
After we harvest it, there'll be barely anything left.
Hopefully nothing left, because we don't... But that's not a fun pun.
Funny punny. Oh, I found out something a couple days ago, Salt.
Oh,
In
yeah?
the official Satisfactory Discord, did you know there is a rule against puns? It's a bannable
Yes.
offense if you use puns.
Really?
Sounds like somewhere Salt would hang out.
Yep.
Sounds like somewhere we shouldn't go though, because like, you know, bans are pretty permanent.
Listen, all I did was webhook one of their channels. That's all I needed it for.
Do you really care if you get banned from the Satisfactory Discord?
If I got
I
banned, it
like
wouldn't
it.
be very satisfactory.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You like that, don't you?
love it, baby. Give me more.
Got like 5 or 6 passes left. Dang. So how was your days?
I trimmed.
I slept.
And I had a conversation with my nephew about the guillotine in the French Revolution.
Did you
I
tell him
thought-
about let them eat bread?
He hasn't got to Marie Antoinette yet.
So she's ahead in the game then. Come on, where's the salt sigh?
I don't get it.
Really?
I get it.
What game?
I'm on too many cold meds to figure out if you're messing with me or not. So, are you messing with me, Salt?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm picturing him very suspiciously stroking his beard right now.
Are you somewhere in my living room, Krem? Is that where you are?
Maybe.
So, You can say that she's playing Noble Survivor right now, and she's ahead in the game, because most of the nobles would figure out exactly how fast a guillotine works. I think there were like 4 that they didn't do it to. And she's known for the quote, "Let them eat bread." Yeah.
Was bread scarce?
Oh, sorry, let them eat cake. They said that the peasants had no bread, and she said, "Oh, well, let them eat cake."
See, it's funny
Thinking
because
that-
she was rich.
Yeah. And there was another noble, I can't remember his name, but somebody said, like, tried to tell him that the revolution was started, and the guy said, "Sir, the peasants are revolting." And he responded with, "Oh yes, I find them quite disgusting as well. Quite disgusting as well."
That sounds like something Louis would say.
And pretty much all of the French royal family was beheaded at the guillotine at this time. So if they haven't gotten to Marie Antoinette yet, she's ahead in the game still. Still don't get it? It's fine. It's okay.
Hey, Numero.
Namera was tired of the rambling he had to interrupt.
Interrupting gnome. Oh my god. Wait, wasn't that a thing in the 90s? That
What?
you've been gnomed?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh no.
It happens.
Numero, did you start that? Seems like something you would do. I think I heard Abby say something about telling someone the revolution has started. Yeah. You. I can't help but think, sir, this is a Starbucks. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Imagine Abaddon on cold meds doing that.
So I doodled something and I decided to send it to you. Oh, I do. I get to see the new badges now. Yay!
Cool.
I didn't get to see them when I updated because, you know. Alright, what did you doodle? Is that just a doodle or is that meant for someone? Ugh. This will be my sample page. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, Gnome, how's it going?
Uh-oh, it's a wizard fight.
Apparently I'm just good at drawing food. Yeah, seems to be a bit of a trend.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I'm excited because she showed me a preview of what just the tip would be.
Yeah, I saw that.
Was it just the tip?
It was just the tip.
Did it have a bow?
No,
No.
no, it did not. But it did have a palm, the little foofy thing on top of your hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, that sounds really good right now. Palm juice.
Nah.
Never had it.
Is that gonna be your response to everything I say tonight, Salt?
No.
Eh.
Nah.
Well, I'll be like, meh, okay.
I'm meaning to ask, do you push a button to start the conveyor into the truck, or is it automatic? It's automatic. As long as the conveyor is pointed at the truck, it will do it. It's also automatic if you put your pipe out over a drop point for a selling place in one of these harvesters. It'll just dump it, which means you have to be careful if you're like driving over a drop point that you don't want to drop in. It'll drop anyway. Or if you're driving past a trailer with a pipe sticking out and you don't want what's in that pipe, don't drive by it. It'll just do it. But Nomen also means that if you're doing a field solo, you can, if your harvester fills up, you can just leave it sitting there and drive the tractor up to it, and it will dump for you into the trailer. There doesn't have to be anyone in it for it to dump.
That's what I'm doing over here on the corn. I have the combine and then the auger wagon and then our big trailer. And what I'm waiting for is to see the corn build up in the auger wagon to know I need to take the big trailer to the marketplace for it. Oop. Yep, and there it is. Where do we go with this country? It said it goes to the bakery. Okay. Hi, Salt and Cram.
Hey,
Oh, Cram's in the pool. Never mind.
I'm chilling out.
Yeah. The rest of us are working. You're working on your backstroke. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the tan.
I was about to go dip my feet while I waited on him.
Oh, it's like a little hot tub corner and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the luxuries I afford you guys.
Do you think next time we work, you could put a place for us to sleep in?
There's one in every semi. Well, there's one in some of the semis. Alright, next we're going to 15, which is like 5 times the size of this.
Still taters.
Hope you like your taters.
I'm so glad I'm doing corn. Hey, Simple. I updated my info to be what it's supposed to be. I don't know why it didn't stick.
She might need to refresh.
No, it's not her. It's straight up my stream. There we go. Ugh.
This is also going to transport company. I guess we'll try to save all of it
Yep.
until it's
Save.
all done.
That was the plan. Really wish you would have rented for this one, so.
This is from 15 that I'm in now. The other one was the tiny yellow one.
Oh, the pole behind.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
So that's why I didn't rent that one.
Well, at least it pays well.
Yeah, and we should have a lot of extra potatoes for ourselves too. I'll try your up-down idea if I can figure out what you mean. Just gotta do a big old turn here. And then back it all up. I guess I could have gone around. Cut down a bunch of tops that I didn't mean to cut. Go around this way. But then you can't unload if I do that.
Why?
I mean, I guess you can go in the field
Yeah.
like a pleb.
So it's 90. And time to look at Imgur.
Huh.
Alright, 2 in, and we've already hit something very interesting.
Oh yeah?
A man suspected of murdering dogs with poison darts was killed when a furious owner slammed him into a brick wall with his car. Alright then. Alright then. Yep, I'm just gonna let that hang, and I'm just gonna keep going. And people in the comments are asking if the wall is okay.
I think the wall was probably just fine.
The other person said, man, it's a shame about the car.
That's the real concern.
The wall was a good upstanding citizen of the community from what I understand.
That's bad.
The car will just roll with it.
Yep.
She got you beat, Abaddon. Oh, that's not she, that's Numero. Listen. You guys have the same color, you gotta fix that.
Yeah, they do. Well, now you can tell the difference between, you know, panda and waffle.
That's true.
What odd bit badges I have.
Yeah.
I mean, Gnome is the Ween, and Simple's the Wizween in mine.
Mine's a wizard wing as well.
I also went Wiz.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Wiz
What?
wins.
You missed that one, Abby.
I'm reading my chat for once.
Steph said, "I guess we came to the same. We came to the party dressed the same."
Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? Same costume?
It's a wizard party. What else are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, I
mean-
forgot that totally happened.
What?
The CEO of My Pillow got banned on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw that. I didn't see why.
My pillow?
Yes,
You
he
haven't
was
heard of the
a,
My Pillow company?
he was
No.
a avid supporter of Lord Cheeto.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the pillows they make are made out of like a bunch of bits of foam loosely coupled into a pillow, so you could like rearrange the bits to make the pillow whatever shape you want.
Huh.
It's very strange.
I mean, I saw a pillow on the internet that was a butt.
It's better than the
So-
anime wrist rests. Have you seen those?
Somebody at work had those.
The
Seems kind of not safe for work.
Would you say that they were busting at the seams?
You I can't even.
What?
Can you odd?
Never mind. Never mind. Oh,
Ooh, different green. I like that
you're a
one.
lighter hue.
Hugh?
Cute. Or is it wet?
uh, Till I forgot we can change our colors. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Under the what is it? Appearance or identity thing. Whatever the hell they
And I
call it.
think if you're normal, you can pick from a list of colors, and if you're prime, you can pick any color.
Wow. So diverse.
Just another reason to give Amazon $100-something a year.
Mm-hmm. 212 now, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, it's actually $200 a year.
I thought it was like 100.
No.
It's like $17 a month or something like that. $18 a month.
Huh.
We gave up on ours quite a while ago. We kind of stopped ordering stuff from Amazon because it's like, oh hey, look, Walmart has this, and you don't have to pay money to get 2-day shipping. How about that? Thanks, Waltons. Appreciate the olive branch.
So, quick question, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who, drove through the corner of the field over here?
not me. Haven't been there.
Not me.
I don't think I've been there either.
Hmm.
Simple did it.
Everything that goes wrong in my game.
It could have been me. I don't know. I was up by that field harvesting.
Eh,
Hey, Steph, how's it going?
I'm getting yelled at by somebody in Lime.
That's not really lime.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
It's like a saffron.
the chat program or whatever that used to be.
LimeWire?
Yeah.
No, that's P2P. So
No, there's one that was just called Lime. That I think was chat. Oh, that's Line. Never mind.
don't throw me under the bus. I don't have a bus to throw you under. What are you on about? You're not here to defend yourself, so you know. How are we to know that you didn't do it?
Right. Right. The prosecutor has admitted guilt by not showing up for their own trial. Sorry, not the prosecutor. The defendant.
Why do they not call it a prosecutee?
I don't know. Maybe because it ends in cutie and they don't want to give the wrong impression.
Not
Those are
all,
just little oranges.
not all lawyers are attractive. Okay. Yeah, uh-huh. Alright, so here's another good one for you. This was posted to the subreddit Legal Advice. Here we go.
Yeah.
This person is in Florida, and the post title is it illegal to sunbathe naked on my property? So I want to sunbathe naked in my backyard. However, there are roofers working on my neighbor's roof. I am legally a minor. Does it count as indecent exposure if the roofers can see me? Huh? Decent question, right? One reply is, legality aside, why aren't you worried that the roofers will be snapping cell phone pics of you to use in their spank bank for later, or worse, distribute online? Valid. The maker of the post replied, because if they want to jack off to overweight boys, that's their problem, not mine. So, there you go. It's a good one to you.
Okay.
I'm extremely bored, I'm sorry.
Why would you be bored?
Salt. Salt.
Doing potatoes.
Salt.
Huh?
Saltlands.
Do
But,
you want to change jobs?
pal,
I could drive the truck.
I'm driving in a line. There's nothing to see here. Also, I'm like, nah. There's barely any distance between the two of us right now.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we are. Yeah, that's close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even dumping anything into you. I can't
Oh.
tell if it's because you're full or
I'm
you're just
full.
too close.
Full. Well, I ain't paying attention. Let's go.
The new Grimmy DLC. It
Good or
it looks
bad?
good. It looks like they've addressed a lot of the issues that players have had with doing potatoes. The models are still of the quality I would expect from Giants, which is amazing, especially since they started doing the model teams and render teams. There's 3 teams that work on each model. There's a guy who comes up with the wireframe. There's a guy who comes up with the actual like matching the color to the actual piece of equipment and its function, and then there's the 3rd team that makes the first 2 teams stuff actually work. And since they started doing that with the Colossus expansion, I would have to say that the models they've released have been incredibly articulate to look at. Potatoes sucks. Even with the Grimmy expansion, it's going to maybe alleviate 10% of that suck. Because one of the most useful useful things that they made is a harvester that pulls the potatoes out of the ground after they've been homed and then just drops them on the ground, so this harvester can continue to work as it would need to. You then have to find a way to get them off the ground, and currently in the vanilla mode, unless they've done something to change that, the only way you can do that is through... Nope, there it is. You'd have to push them into a pile with like a leveler or something, and then use a conveyor belt to get them up off the ground. I think the DLC's worth it though. A lot of those machines are very well made. If potato farming is what you want to do, be the way to go. It's a DLC specifically for that. It's like the John Deere Cotton Pack that they came out with. It was a DLC specifically for that. I used the John Deere Cotton Pack not for the cotton tools, but for the tractor that came with it, the John Deere 9470 RX, I think is what it is. Huge articulated 4-tread thing. Replaces the case quad track system very well, and it's got a couple more customization options. It's just prettier too. But for a DLC, I gotta be honest, I give it like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 score.
Is it a paid
It's good.
DLC?
It is a paid DLC, but I'm
Oh.
really not feeling how it would be truly worth it to pay the price tag they're asking.
$20?
Right now in the Steam store, I want to say that the DLC is $10. Let's see here, where it is. Store page. It's $5.
Oh.
All right. With
Yeah,
that in perspective, nah, this is like an 8 out of 10. So you get 8-meter weeder, an expanded planter, 2 different styles of potato harvester, including what is that? Hang on, let me look at this real quick. It's 14 new machines. That's cool. One of them is a tow behind palliner. If you bought the game on sale, I would have to say that the season pass would be the best bet, most bang for your buck. I think the season pass is... How much is that season pass? I thought it was like $25 or something like that. Platinum expansion. The season pass is $30, sorry. But it looks worth it. Because the DLCs that it gives you access to, 2 expansions and 8 DLCs. Nice. For $30. So if you got the core game and you're looking to expand it, I would do the season pass. But the Grimmy equipment pack, like, I thought it was gonna be a $20 DLC, $15 DLC, but it's a $5 DLC. So if you like doing potatoes, it's the way to go.
I don't.
I don't either. I really don't care how many new machines you put in there. It's still a big old bag of suck.
Like, my eyelids are getting heavy just sitting here doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We have a long way to go.
You had a short time to get there.
We're 12%.
Hey, you want to come in here and do it stuff? Be my guest. You can sit here and let the truck drive itself.
Mm.
Now I understand why Mickey fell asleep. I completely get it.
Harvesting corn on 31. Kinda want to borrow the equipment.
Story time
Is that
then. Okay.
a
Well,
big
it's story time.
Story time, yes.
contract?
What kind of story? Does it have a happy ending? I don't like stories with happy endings.
Tell us about the Hindenburg.
So Dungeon Master Systems, whenever you get the time to clarify. Okay.
What?
DMs.
She was saying something and reading at the same time.
Yay, cotton.
Cotton. First computer.
Oh man, that's up for debate.
Yeah,
Do we
it
want to
really is.
count Turing stuff, or do we want to count some of the things that what was it? Was it the Greeks?
For what?
Abacus.
No, not the abacus. That was the. It was an Arabic thing. What do I count as the first real computer? Well, ENIAC technically was the first real computer. Technically. But it depends on what your definition of a computer is. Are you using the modern definition of the word, or are you using the old definition of the word?
I guess you could go by the literal definition of the word. Something that computes.
And I'm gonna go with Mesopotamian warehouse keepers. Because they had to know how much was in there.
I feel like every single article always says, "Oh, it's ENIAC. Oh, it's ENIAC. It's ENIAC." But no, it's like a modern computer, yeah. You know, but that was the first electronic computer. So let's get a bit more specific. Yeah, that sounds a bit better. Babbage. You two nerds know who Charles Babbage was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
So you know about the ALU?
Nope.
Arithmetic, logic, scroll to the right, unit. The analytical engine. 1837. Also known as Saltlands.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Is that how long it takes to get a 9-foot beard?
Well, he does say that he trims it, so...
Oh yeah, I gotta get the split ends out, otherwise it just looks scraggly.
Split ends? Excuse me, sir. I do not have split ends.
Ooh.
Cause you trim them out.
No. Because I take care of it.
That's not what I heard just now.
Yeah, you use bread oil, right, Salt? That's what Symbol
Yeah,
says.
bread oil. That's right.
Jesus. Oh, he's Jesus too? Okay, man. That explains the beard.
And the cargo shorts and socks.
There it is. I found it. Circa 100 BC. Antikythera mechanism, a mechanical astronomical clock. Boom.
Perfect.
Perfection.
I don't know what just happened here.
Ancient Greek
But-
hand-powered orrery, described as the first analog computer. The oldest known example of such a device used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendar and astrological purposes decades in advance. Discovered in 1901. There you go.
Hey, Kremlin.
Hey, Abby.
What was the highest peak on the planet before Mount Everest was discovered?
Above sea level or including below sea level?
Sure.
Was it,
See, you're already thinking too hard on it because it was the highest peak on the Earth before it was discovered. Just means that it's still there. It was Everest.
yeah, but Everest is the highest peak above sea level. Not the highest peak overall.
I'm not really understanding the differentiation.
Okay.
The biggest distance from base to tip.
Oh yeah, I mean Denali's taller. It's just that Everest starts out at a higher platform.
What is it? You were there. What's the name of the large volcano in Hawaii?
Mauna Kea?
No. The big one.
The one that's been dormant for hundreds of years.
The big.
Gonna start with a K. You're gonna
Mauna
make me-
Kea. Then there's Mauna Loa. And then Google, come here. Yeah, Mauna Kea is at 13,803 feet. And then Mauna Loa is 13,678 feet. And Haleakala is 10,023 feet. So Mauna Kea is the tallest volcano in Hawaii. Or is it Kamako or Kohala?
Hang on, I'm skimming here. You get line back up with salt.
I'm surprised nobody made it. Nobody made any jokes about my biggest base to tip comment.
Yeah.
Mauna Loa has been historically considered the largest volcano, dwarfed by Tamu Massif. It's a shield type.
That's what I'm looking for.
Elevation's 13,000.
Ah, it's yeah, it's Mauna Kea.
Okay.
Base to peak.
Yeah, it's like 13,000 feet. It's like 2.5 miles.
Mm-hmm. But you don't if you're measuring base to peak like that, but that doesn't include the surface area below the ocean.
The prominence is above ocean, which is 7,000 feet. So it's 6,000 feet beneath the ocean too.
Over 10,000 meters.
Whoop. Let's put that down. Do this again.
Anyway, where were we? Computers. We were at computers. So if we're going by the modern definition of the term, then yes, ENIAC would be the first computer. If we're going by the original definition of the term, technically it would be the people that calculated ballistics trajectories during World War II. They were called computers. First use of
World
the term.
War II?
Mm-hmm.
No, because there was a guy who had an office room full of girls before that were computing oh my goodness. I want to say it had to deal with star intensity and what the stars were made out of. based off of spectral photographs. Spectrum photographs, sorry. I want to say that was before World War II. I want to say that was like 19...
Oh, yep,
1910,
yep. I see
1911.
here. One moment. Scanning still.
DMs.
Renaissance period. And Johannes Kepler was involved.
Where they were looking at like different spectrums of light and stills.
Astronomers in the Renaissance times used that term about as often as they called themselves mathematicians for their principal work of calculating the positions of planets. They often heard a, quote, computer to assist them. For some men, such as Johannes Kepler, assisting a scientist in computation was a temporary position until they moved on to greater advancements.
Oh, cool.
There you go. So take your pick, simple. Oh, anyway, I remember now. Since you brought up mountains, Abby,
Hmm.
what's the largest mountain in the solar system?
Isn't it Olympus Mons
On.
on Mars?
And what is it also?
It's like the biggest volcano we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And the only reason we know it's a volcano is because of the caldera that's evident on the top of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's a caldera in Greenland? Iceland?
Iceland.
Called the Eye of the World.
Ooh,
Or
fancy.
Eye of the Giant?
Eye of the Tiger?
Rising up. No. Let me find this thing. It's like Eye of the World or something like that.
Eye of Sauron?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Eye of the World Caldera, Crater Lake, Iceland.
Ooh. That's somewhere I'd always want to go. Iceland.
Oh yeah. I have always wanted to go to the Isle of Skye in Scotland and see the fairy pools during the spring.
Do they refill your heart containers?
I hope so.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Are your heart containers running low, Abaddon?
This flu is depleting them rather quickly, yes.
Oh no.
Should have picked up the boomerang.
Because then it would bring me rupees.
Smash
could
them
pay
pots,
for-
bud. Smash those pots.
Yep.
So, do you see how close your header is to my front wheels right now?
Yes.
It's your fault. Just saying. Abby, are you a big space nerd like I am?
A little bit. Why?
Okay. Let's have space trivia. You like space trivia?
Sure.
Okay. What's the most volcanically active planet in the solar system?
Venus.
You sure?
Very confident in it.
Io. Not a
You
planet,
said
but
planet.
I know. Body.
Correct.
Planetary
Actually-
body?
actually-
Planetary?
The most volcanically active planet would be Mercury. because of the sunlight that causes the different types of metals that the planet's made out of to melt at different speeds. Probably have a lot of non-explosive volcanic activity. Because isn't Venus like lakes of molten lead or something like that?
Don't
Or not
know.
Venus, but Mercury.
Oh, let's find out. I like space.
If you get a chance, look at a color photo of Mercury.
Surface geology. Mercury's surface is similar in appearance to that of the Moon, showing extensive mare-like plains and heavy cratering, indicating that it has been geologically inactive for billions of years.
Oh wow.
Because knowledge of Mercury's geology has been based only on the 1975 Mariner 10 flyby and terrestrial observations, it is the least understood of the terrestrial planets. As data from Messenger Orbiter are processed, the knowledge will increase. For example, an unusual crater with radiating turrows has been discovered that scientists called the Spider. It was later named Apollodorus. Okay. What is your favorite heavenly body?
Heavenly body?
And no, Sasha Grey doesn't count.
No. Came out in 2020. It's JT157.
HE or JG?
J 125 or 2157. Sorry, J2157 is a black hole. Australia discovered.
Quasar?
If the Milky Way black hole blah 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 blah. No, it's not a quasar. It's just a behemoth black hole we discovered out in I think Andromeda. And it's not ours. But
Okay.
the reason
Well,
why it's so amazing is that we thought up until we discovered this one that black holes could only be so big before they'd have what was called a matter burp, where they would violently release mass exceeding the speed of light. And cam is over with. Okay, Ghost. And we thought that like if they got any bigger, they'd just cave in, like they'd just disappear, kind of thing.
more so than they already are.
Yeah. And they discovered this one and they were like, look, if the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way were to grow to this size, 2/3 of the Milky Way would cease to exist.
It's the
And
most luminous known quasar.
it is a quasar?
That's what it's saying. SMSS J2157?
Yeah.
Yeah. Luminosity of 4.7 plus or minus 0.5 times 10 to the 47th.
Luminosity. It's a black hole. It should be 0.
It's apparently also a quasar.
Huh. Oh yeah, right. That's right. They some light doesn't get absorbed, but it gets accelerated so quickly that it changes the wavelength of the light as it goes past it, and it glows. That's right.
Mm-hmm. You said you
Ah,
played
man.
Elite Dangerous, right?
Yes.
Did you ever fly too close to a quasar?
And get that jump drive
Heck yeah,
acceleration.
baby. Go right into the
Yep.
cone.
Yep.
FSD
Pick a
boost.
direction and go. Yep. And then, if I had to pick something that you could see from the Earth, that constellation they used to do eye tests way back in the day
Mm.
for night vision testing, it's like the Pleiades.
Oh, the Pleiades, yeah, the cluster.
Yep. There's like 8 or 9 stars in there, and however many you can see out of the 8 or 9 is how good your night vision is.
Yeah.
Also, it's the middle name of the main character in Treasure Planet.
It's also the name of some very badass ladies in the Overlord anime.
Ah,
The Pleiades.
cool.
Uh,
Yeah, we were working on starting with me.
Continent 17, yeah, I'm 60% full and maybe halfway through this field.
Yeah, the one on 90. It only gave me probably like a bale and say about a quarter.
Yeah, if you want to come finish out the bale that you've got started here, you probably
Alright.
could.
I'll be right back, guys. Kremlin, I'm in the passenger seat if you want to take over, or if
Alright.
not, that's fine.
Let's see here. Coolest scientific experiment you've ever read about?
mm,
Oh, more
you don't
shit.
you don't want my answer to the question?
Let's hear yours.
Mine's a tie. Because
Okay.
I'm an indecisive asshole
Oh boy.
between Titan and Europa.
Nice.
Titan just because, I mean, it's Titan. I'm a big
Yeah.
Saturn fan already, because who isn't?
Uh-huh.
But just, it's cool. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's just,
Why?
it's Titan.
What's up, Huntress?
Stuck. I
There's-
don't know what I'm stuck on.
She's up at, hang on, I'm close by. I'll snag her right quick. Hang on.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm in the middle of this field. Oh, you're right there. There you go.
I think I'm stuck on a little tree.
It's alright,
Probably.
I'm coming. Hang tight.
I'll finish this swath. You're right there.
Okay, I'll give you a push. Hang on. Oh wow, you are really stuck. Okay, I'm gonna need a bigger run and go. One moment.
Some of these trees, it's like, really?
Can I do it?
Oh,
Can you try going backwards? And just straight backwards?
there we go.
I think you were stuck on your own header.
Oh, we got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, and the reason I like Europa is just because, the possibility that there might be something under all that ice.
So what's your favorite scientific experiment then?
We're talking like the kind where papers have been written on them? That kind of experiment?
It doesn't have to go through peer review or anything like that. Just the coolest scientific experiment you've ever heard of anybody trying.
I don't know. Marie Curie was a pretty badass woman. All of her stuff, in general. I mean, the sheer fact that her office in France, the doorknobs that she touched every day are still radioactive. The place where she would grab her chair to sit down at her desk, still radioactive. is the fact that she pretty much she essentially committed her whole life to what she was doing, for better or for worse. That's just this is nuts, downright nuts.
Had to read a lot about her work and the effects of radiation going through the pipeline. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
She her and her husband used to take notes about like having the materials like pressed against her skin for extended periods of time. Like at one point in time, he took a known radioactive source, put it in his pants pocket, and walked around for a month just to record what happened.
Yeah.
Like
I'm back.
dead. Oh, welcome back.
Carmen, you
But I'd
want to
have
keep
to
doing
say-
this, or you want me to take over?
I'm indifferent.
Well, I'll jump in the other vehicle then.
You'll
I have to say the
right quick. You'll need to start taking them to storage silo salt.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead, Abby.
I'd have to say the coolest one I've ever heard of was the Neil deGrasse Tyson tooth fairy experiment.
Tooth fairy. Okay, explain.
So he and his wife wanted their daughters to grow up kind of questioning everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
because
They,
you know
they used to
they're
be
both
cynical.
scientists.
Yeah.
Yep. Like question it all, you know, make sure you make your own way kind of thing. And well, like kids do, one of them started losing their teeth. And they were doing the tooth fairy stuff, you know, you put the tooth underneath your pillow, in the morning, bam, there's a thing. And well, one morning the kid comes running downstairs and he's like sitting there and his daughter's like, Dad, the tooth fairy visited me last night. I got a quarter for my tooth. And he was like, Are you sure it was the tooth fairy? Did you see the tooth fairy? And she was like, Well, no, I was asleep. And he was like, so then you're not sure it was the tooth fairy. So anyways, you know, kids have lots of teeth to lose. Towards the end of it, his kids had formed this this ploy to lose teeth, tuck them underneath their pillow, not tell anybody, and wait to see what happens. They had invented their own scientific process to prove the tooth fairy was real.
And how'd that go over?
They found out the tooth fairy was real. Neil and his wife were a little bit more observant and were just like, oh yeah, no, there's a tooth missing. We're just gonna swap it out. So,
Cheeky.
yeah, basically it was they went in there every night and just checked to see if there was a tooth underneath the pillow and swapped it out with a quarter and went back to bed.
Hey, they learned about the scientific method from it. How about that?
Yep. One of the coolest experiments ever.
Cruelest? Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh, whatever. Otherwise, the science they did to figure out the radiation bow shock around the solar system.
We missed the spot. Yeah, we missed the whole line.
Radiation bow shock.
So the heliosphere,
Mm-hmm.
or magnetosphere from our sun, because the Earth has its own magnetosphere,
Mm-hmm.
but the sun's radiation creates a magnetic field that protects us from the universe's, or not the universe, but the Milky Way's radiation. So yeah, it would be the universe's radiation. No, yeah. Galaxy's radiation. There we go. And they didn't know it was there. And so they were like, well, there's something protecting us from the sun, so shouldn't the sun be protecting us from something because it also makes this happen? And so they started doing the science and everything, and then I think it was Voyager 1? Or Voyager 2? Voyager 1. Which was the one that most recently passed through the Oort cloud?
Had to have been one, wasn't it? No, because one's left the solar system, so it'd have to be two.
2, okay. So they started looking at like interference and everything else and try to figure out, you know, like, hey, is there actually the presence of this protective magnetic sphere around the solar system? And sure enough, there was. and they found it in the form of interference on long-range communication between the two, Earth and the thing. We also got some really pretty pictures of planetoids and orbital bodies from the Oort cloud on too.
Oh yeah. I love space.
It's amazing stuff.
That was like one of my favorite things I ever did in Elite Dangerous is grinding out Federation reps just so I could get access to Sol system.
To come back home.
Yeah, like driving a rover on the surface of Ganymede, like
Yep.
flying through the rings of Saturn. It's just,
Oh, I need to back up and empty.
this is something else.
How full are you, Huntress? Okay, I'm gonna empty this out over here then, so it's out of the way. There's that. Did you know that there's a phobia that only NASA can diagnose?
How so?
There's a phobia of incredibly large objects. Like crazy large objects. NASA was the only source of a diagnosis of this phobia because they were the only ones who could put anybody into a place where they could see such large objects.
Fair enough.
There we go. I can't hear her. I don't know what's going on with this.
I'm here. I'm just tired.
Well, like I'm sitting in my desktop. I can't.
Two-Ton says we can't see the sun.
The sun looks incredibly small. But what they found is that like there are some people who go through a suborbital launch and they'll look out the window and see the Earth and just be like, nope, this is not for me. Here we go.
I remember reading about some astronauts that come back from the ISS and they just have like a completely different outlook on life from it.
Yeah.
I was reading this article, this interview on one of the astronauts who came back after being up there for like 2-3 months, and they asked, like, oh, what was the what was one of the moments where you realized that you were back on Earth? And he was like, oh man, my wife is still mad at me. So a couple days ago, I was taking groceries out of the car, and I picked up the milk and the jelly and the bread and the eggs and everything, and I pulled it out of the back of the car and then thought to myself, oh, this will be fine to leave right here, as I let go of it at shoulder height. He wasn't used to gravity. Up on the ISS, you grab an object, you pull it out, you stop its momentum, and then you let go of it, and it stays right there. Well, he thought he could do the same thing with groceries on Earth, so made a big old mess in the driveway.
Sure enough, there's the cat claw on the back of my shoulder. As if on cue, Jet, thank you.
Just saying hi.
Just saying ow.
Hi, Huntress.
Hi. I'm right up. Hold on, let me see. I feel like I'm cutting the lanes like Abby. I'm missing stuff here, I'm missing stuff there.
Abby's pretty accurate sometimes.
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 I just have to sleep trying not to drive in circles.
So you made something cute. Okay. What'd you make this time? Is it a soldier in a bush?
Why it took me so long to get down here.
Probably actually can't do that one.
A bit too on the nose.
Tooton saying
Ooh.
things I don't understand.
Lady
Yelling
you
at me, rat here.
That is a mouse.
There's a mouse, a cute little mouse.
I still gotta pick up those
Does anyone speak
cotton
Teuton?
bales from
A little bit.
Mag.
Okay, Abby, can you decipher Salt's chat?
I will shortly. Hang on. Okay, Huntress, I'll grab them up. Don't worry about it. Like, if you want to go to bed, go bed.
I'm good. I'm gonna stay up until we get done this one. And then I'll go to bed.
It's a nice little marshmallow you got there, Abaddon.
It is a nice little marshmallow I got here.
Yeah, he's a cat. Look at that.
Where is that? There is that. Oop. I'm gonna switch chats over to Salts. Lady yelling at me, rat right here. That's a mouse, a cute little mouse. He's still at work. So somebody in, you work in a shop, right? Like a machine shop. So there was a lady in the office or a lady in the building somewhere that was screaming about a rat and pointing at it probably. And Teuton looked at it and was like, oh, that's not a rat, that's a mouse. Food plant, yeah, alright.
Abby
Industrial
is
area.
Teuton.
This is the wrong spot.
Well, good job, Abaddon. Solve the mystery of the rat mouse.
Well, I know I don't pay attention to chat a whole lot, but I do pay attention to the people in chat. Teuton is very mechanically savvy.
Are you Fulcrum?
I know he worked in an industrial area. I just couldn't remember if it was tied to him being mechanically savvy or not.
I didn't think I was gone very long from this.
You were gone so long. I was so lost without you. I was scared the potatoes were yelling at me. Something about starch privilege. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be lipid privilege? Because their starches and we're coated in lipids.
They don't see it that way.
They don't. Oh, yeah. They would need to. All-wheel steering. There it is. I guess they just don't have the eyes for it.
Clever.
Thank you. Ah, there we go. There's the salt.
I didn't even get it until Kremlin said you got it.
When your pun is so good, nobody understands it.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Abby, did you watch the Pee Wee Herman video I posted in general?
Nope.
You should,
Why?
because it's important. As you said when I watched it, it's a work of art that needs to be shared.
So that people who appreciate art can appreciate it, yeah. Do I sound like somebody who appreciates art?
I don't know, you seem to like all these weenies that my girlfriend's drawing for you.
It's your life, Teuton, only Abba gets you.
It sucks, I know, I'm sorry. Gotta go back over to my own chat. So nobody yells at me for ignoring chat. Oh, look at that, nothing's happened in my chat. Two fields up, grab the cotton bales. Right? Yep, there's it. What is a watch party, by the way? And why does Twitch want me to start doing them so much?
It's where you you stream a movie with your friends, and you can sit there and talk about the movie. It's basically having a quarantine, like,
Movie night?
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
The only stipulation is it has to be something that's on a Amazon Prime Video.
I got that.
And my rebuttal was, why don't we just do it in the Discord? Because then we don't have that restriction.
Because new people could meet us and enjoy videos with us?
2 people does not a party make?
We
Right.
have more than 2 people in the Discord.
I mean, I'd have no problem whatsoever streaming my desktop to Discord.
Yeah, like, you know, I run a Plex server. I've got quite a bit of stuff on there. Just, you know, it's like having, you know, what are those things people did in the before times? A meetup.
Like in the same room?
Huh?
I don't think that ever happened. People in the same room.
I think you're just making shit up.
So,
Mhm.
I've harvested too many potatoes to deal with you right now.
Do you want to switch back again?
I'm just gonna
That's
drive
still
in
harvesting
lines.
potatoes.
Huntress, how many bales were in this north field?
Just 2.
I only found one.
Maybe a half of one up there.
I didn't see it anywhere.
I guess whoever gets 2 ton in their chat has lost.
Why?
I don't know, that's what he says. Hey, hey, get out my field. Hey, get your marshmallow out of here. Hey. Hey. Don't make me come over there.
And what?
I'll knock you over and put your marshmallow on the floor.
5-second rule.
For more than
It's
5
still
seconds.
eatable.
If you can pick
10-minute
up
rule.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it in any restaurant I owned either.
Can we please, for the love of God, keep the promise we made to one another and not do potatoes again?
I don't think we've
I'm
ever
down
sowed
for it.
potatoes. The AI does it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we have to take the contract.
Salt.
But they were going to expire.
Who cares?
So?
Let them rot.
It's a lot of money.
Who cares? Let them rot.
We're coming up on like 3 hours.
No. 2.
It's
2. It's
12.
been 2.
12:30. We're coming up on 3 hours.
No, Abby, we're not.
Let me check my OBS.
What's it say down there at the bottom at the live timer?
Wow. We started way late. What the crap?
Yeah, I wonder why. Salt, did you play again for 90 minutes?
I don't know how long I played.
Did you play extra? Did you get done and then play again for 90 more minutes?
No, I didn't. A little bit, maybe. Not much.
So I understand that you have a marriage obligation to that game, but you think you might be addicted.
No.
No.
One of the reasons I don't like cotton is because of what's happening right now, and that is that there's a bale missing. We can't complete the contract, and we're gonna get slapped with the missing product.
Is it inside the truck still, maybe?
No, my harvester is empty,
Hmm.
and I dropped the bale that I made off, and I just dropped one of the bales that Huntress made off. So wherever that third bale is, who knows? But we're essentially going to fail the contract and have to buy both fields worth of cotton.
It's not a
So
9, is it?
what?
The cotton. Is it a 9?
I just finished looking up there. I didn't see it anywhere.
I guess we shouldn't accept 2 cotton contracts at the same time because the bale is so big. It could apply it to the wrong contract.
Well, that's why you
Maybe?
empty the harvester before you start the next field.
Yeah, but even if you do that, if you turn it in and it counts it for the wrong contract, it might give it the wrong amount.
I'm beginning to sense a trend.
I think we should just outlaw potatoes, cotton.
Sugar beets are
And
okay.
beets.
I don't mind beets.
Failing.
Why? Beets
the-
and potatoes are the same.
No, they're not. The machines are much better for beets.
Aren't they the same width and speed?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, sugar beet machine is about 17 kilometers an hour, 15, 17 kilometers an hour. The potato machine is 10.
Yeah, its top speed is 15.
So like, the the sugar beet machine, I think the smallest one that goes on the Panther 2 is like a 2.7 meter clear. And then there's the Panther or Tiger XL, and it's a 12 kilometer an hour. And then there's and it's 4 meters. And then there's the Pterodos, which is 5.4. But if you look at the potato machine, that's animals. Potato, it is a 3 meter clear at 10 kilometers an hour.
Abaddon?
What's up?
What's wrong with your tractor over here?
Um, Thank you. Nope, that didn't work. Yes, it did. Thank you, Salt.
You're welcome.
He gets stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? I'm hitting forward, keyboard. Stop being a butthead. Oh. Try again.
While I appreciate how fast this tractor goes, it seems a little overkill for the field.
I miss cutting trees.
We gotta let them grow.
Or we could sell everything we own and buy land with trees on it.
True.
Alright. Where are you, giant marshmallow?
Abby, do you know what happened to the Puma?
What's wrong with the Puma?
I didn't see it in our garage.
It's right there. I'm looking right at it.
Never mind, I'm blind.
Okay.
I forgot that it's red on the menu. I was looking for pink.
Contract 17. Completed. What's 17?
Cotton? Yeah, cotton.
That's
That was
the
the one that was,
contract I started.
that was 99% before.
After we finish taters, we can upgrade the Puma.
Are we going straight to the Magnum?
That was the plan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
321k. If we sold the Puma now, we would be like maybe a K short. Probably a little less.
Well, if we sell it now and I complete this contract, no, never mind. And lose a piece of equipment I'm using probably.
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna hold off till all this is done.
Yep. Honestly, depending on how much money we get for potatoes.
Huntress, wake up.
Whee!
Go to bed.
Wait.
Abaddon, you could see if we have any eggs to sell.
Hey, I made crop circles. That's fun.
Those are crop boobies.
Shut up.
It's a smiley face.
That means a little right on how it looks.
We have an egg to sell.
Hey, Broadheimer, how's it going?
Hey,
We got potatoes.
Yep.
Boro, I saw you followed me on Twitter a couple days ago.
Go taters.
I think I'm gonna go mow grass.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, our grass looks ready to go, so.
Got done with some Eve. The game is fun sometimes.
You want to talk about Eve? Abby's your guy.
Not so much anymore. I haven't played it in like 4 years. I used to play it all the time.
Man, you know what I just realized?
Hmm.
When I was using the wheel, I totally should have bound cruise control on and off to the clutch pedal. Would have been so much more easier.
Yeah.
Huntress.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Abby, do I need to make her go to bed?
Oh,
She just got one more strip to go.
I'm gonna give her one more set of curly cues before I say yes to that question.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Just let me know.
I'm getting the feeling that it's almost Abby's bedtime too.
It's almost salts as well.
Yep. Potatoes. We're a little bit more than 15%.
Whoa.
You guys are over half harvested.
Yep. Just another 2 hours.
Mhm.
Whoa.
I hear that excitement, don't you?
I'm drowning in it.
Kremlin, what's worse, potatoes or baling?
Potatoes.
Oof.
I did a baling job by myself, as you recall.
Yeah, I know. Takes a long time.
I didn't mind it in comparison to this.
At least it has some variety, I guess.
At least I'm not, driving in a straight line. A mow, a windrow, a Ted, a bale, a wrap. Then I play, hide the bale with the bale forks.
Mhm.
Okay, now I'm gonna reverse.
Okay.
Did you
Have
ever
a good
find
one.
that other bale?
Nope.
Oh, what's gonna sell?
Mm.
I need to help you come look for it, Abby. Where my ping's better. Maybe it's just desynced from you.
Probably is just desynced, but
I think they probably used a full bale to complete the extra 1% on that contract.
probably. I hate these contracts sometimes.
That's mods for you.
They pay the
Oh yeah,
bills.
blame the mods.
I mean, yeah. You can't do that in base game.
You have some right here.
I have
Yeah,
somewhat.
you have a 2% bale in this one harvester. Got 571 pieces of cotton in it.
That's not going to be enough. You still need 16% on that contract.
Hmm. I'm gonna hope this finishes out that contract. I hate the collision physics in this game sometimes.
What'd you hit?
One of those dinky little shrub things, like pineapple
Oh,
tree
yeah.
looking things. Yeah. Kidding.
Potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how you really feel.
I'm driving to town in this harvester just to try and complete these contracts so we don't lose it. Have a good night, Huntress.
Have a good one.
Bye, Huntress.
Yeah.
See ya.
I accidentally pushed a button that turned the radio on. That was scary.
This game has a radio.
Yep. Each station only has like 3 songs.
Nah, I'm good.
Chest hurts.
Probably where you've been coughing so much.
At least stuff is coming out with it this time. So like
Chickens.
that. So what?
I was trying to take a guess at what was coming out, and I said chickens.
Oh,
They
I guess
suck.
felt
I
like chickens.
Fraudum, I really love your off-road quad semi.
Either of you ever get those weird little double hairs?
You mean
Yes.
like 2 hairs coming out where there should only be 1?
Yeah.
We just lost $16,700.
Yay!
I don't know.
How does it feel to have the last 2 hours of your life be worthless?
He's used to it with my summer car.
And at least you had fun doing it.
I didn't.
You guys talked about space and science
Yeah.
and other stuff.
And you said nothing.
Yeah, I had nothing to say. How about 8 hours I'm at work? No. Work is not wasted time. Work is money.
Yeah. At least get paid there.
Grumble, grumble. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's not even any fertilizing contracts to do to make up for it.
Alrighty. I think I'm gonna finish cleaning the equipment and go to bed, guys.
Oh
Okay.
my god, what a... You're done, Abaddon?
Yeah, I'm beat. My chest hurts. I'm freaking groggy as all get out. 2 hours of cotton just to have the game hit me with a technicality.
Yeah.
And I just am not in the mood for it today, is all. So I'm gonna clean this stuff up. Jump out of here, lurk one of y'all's channels, eat some soup, and then go to bed.
Okay.
So I will catch you guys probably tomorrow.
Sounds
We're
like a
doing this
plan.
again tomorrow, right?
Yep.
You guys are probably going back to that potato field, huh?
No, we're gonna finish it tonight.
I like your snacks.
You like my snacks? Hey. Hey. What are you doing?
What?
Oh, you're eating crumb and snacks.
Yeah.
It's potato chips.
Well, all you got in there is salt and vinegar. He's at least got barbecue. If I dig around underneath his chair, I'll probably find Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cheddar
Nope.
and sour cream, actually.
Just potato chips. There's no corn here.
Ooh. Those do sound good.
And they're the Ruffles kind.
Oh, that's the best.
I have send you a ginger cat. Okay, you sound like the narrator in Dyson Sphere, but alright, I'll look. Oh, hey, look, a ginger kitty with fiery ears? I'll go with fiery. Very nice.
What?
What?
I can't believe you didn't even get on cam today. Well, you did for the beginning. Never mind. What, Ghost? Alrighty. Well, thanks, you guys. I will catch y'all later.
See you, Pinky.
Okay. Bye, Abaddon.
Is he going to remember to actually leave the game?
Lots of potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Taters is what's for dinner.
Taters, precious.
Mm-hmm. Find a guess storage, so that's probably about full now.
Probably. We'll go find out when I put this down there. It is full.
Yep.
Going east. Moving on up to the east side. Hi train.
Bye, train.
Bye train.
use the restroom right quick, Salt.
Okay. Hey, Dave. How's it going? Kremlin just stepped away, but he'll be right back. What were our thoughts on Dyson? If you're asking him, he played it. He would probably have a better answer. I think it looks like it can be fun. It needs more polish. It needs multiplayer. I don't know anything about the late game though. I've only seen the beginning. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out here, harvesting potatoes. Yeah, taters. Victorian Satisfactory had an illegitimate child. Yeah, it seems like it's maybe a lot of things people wished Satisfactory was when Satisfactory was announced. Yet to be seen though. You know, there's a lot of things that makes Factorio way better than Satisfactory. Basic things like grids, which this game has, and bots, which this game has. It doesn't seem like there's any blueprints yet. Maybe that's later.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, I'm not
Sparky
sure.
Dave's here.
Yeah.
Hey, Sparky. Sorry, I went to go use the restroom. What are your thoughts on the Dyson thing today? I'm enjoying it. Yeah. See where it goes from there. Victoria and Satisfactory had a legitimate child. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. It feels more Factorio than it does Satisfactory. I'm not down, Dave. It's just taters. Like it's a slog, dude. Like we've been doing nothing but potatoes for about almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like you see what we're doing right now. Imagine yourself doing this for 2.5 hours. I think you'd be a little down too. Yeah, I need to update my timer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother updating mine. I don't think it'll fire maybe once more before we're done. I'll have to update it again tomorrow, so it's fine.
I guess you haven't got around to setting that condition for it like I recommended for you, huh?
I'm getting pretty close. I'm gonna end up doing that in Lua, and I have almost everything I need to make that happen.
Mm.
I'm like going through and converting some of the stuff that's built in into Lua plugins instead. Waffle.
No, I'm leaving them because I don't feel like getting them. They'll be fine. Taters are meant to be in the ground.
Whatever crop they plant here next will have a bunch of potatoes randomly in it.
Call it a potluck.
Do some carrots next. sausage wrangler.
I think she's enjoying the fact that I installed those extensions in her browser for her, so she can use the other
Yeah.
emotes.
I haven't, and that is a very, very long emote name.
Oh no. Worth it though. I guess you saw what it was on my stream though.
Yeah.
Bye. We got like 20 more percent to do.
Yep. I like how in the contract it says that the owner offers a reward of $30,000. Like, this isn't a bounty. It's not a reward for like catching something. It's a job. It's a contract. You're getting paid.
No, I consider the tater ones a bounty because I'm ready to murder something by the time I get done. Abby's still in the game, by the way.
Yep. He said he was gonna lurk. That must be what he meant.
It's making me self-conscious. He's just kind of sitting here next to me with his hands on his legs. You know what I'm gonna make tomorrow? What are you gonna make tomorrow? Hopefully banana bread, because those are starting to look like licorice in there.
Something with potatoes. We got a lot of excess potatoes.
Mm. Some
Make like
French
a
toast. You gonna make it in the air
shepherd's
fryer?
pie.
Try that.
French toast. Mmm. I still don't think air fryer would work for that.
Well, they have two recipes. They've got one for like what you would expect, like American style French toast, and then they have French toast sticks recipe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It does sound pretty good. I should do that one of these days.
some maple syrup or honey first. Okay, so let me get this straight. I know we're going to the grocery store tomorrow, but you want to send two introverts that are hangry into a grocery store and then make French toast?
It's a reward.
That's not a good reward.
It's a bounty.
Not a bounty either.
It is a good reward. French toast is pretty great.
That's a fetch quest.
It's
For dinner? Oh, for dinner. Oh, okay.
also good. No, I want that.
Toast and gravy would also be applicable. You ever had toast and gravy, Soap?
Nope.
It's good. French toast, eggs, and sausage.
Nice.
And gravy, question mark? If you want to make it. Okay. We're having gravy then too.
Breakfast stream.
No. the reason I'm feeling so groggy is because I did a 4-hour stream earlier.
Yeah.
And I already didn't get enough sleep last night. I wake up at 1 a.m. Not 1 a.m., 1 p.m. Got my 1 a.m. basically. I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
You kicking him?
Creeper.
Yep.
Did Jen ever get a chance to look at Simple's message she sent her?
I don't know. She hasn't told me.
Maybe. Did you remember to tell her?
Nope.
Good job, Salt.
Thanks. How many more tater loads? Probably 2 more trucks, and then we have to actually go and sell it all in the train.
Mm-hmm.
In the train, right? That's where they go? Yeah, both transport.
How much does a full trailer load for you?
48,000?
28,000 income.
48,000, yeah.
We're almost full in the silos.
Okay. Well, we can start selling some of it before we finish harvesting, as long as we don't do more than 16%. If it applies to the wrong contract like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta make sure we don't overcommit like that,
Yeah.
like Abaddon did.
Hmm.
Which you kind of don't have control over on cotton.
Nope.
Up to 70%, so 14 more percent you're done harvesting.
One of the reasons with potatoes that I like to do up downs is it feels like I'm making more progress.
I kind of like doing the spirals because as you get toward the inside, your lines get shorter and shorter, so it feels like they go faster. You get the tedium out of the way early.
Yeah, but turning radius in this thing's horrendous.
Yeah, that's true. toward the end, the small squares are not fun in that machine.
It'd be nice once we get sheep because they actually give us money.
Are they worth quite a bit?
Wool's pretty good. And another thing that makes it kind of better than eggs is that it, when it generates wool for you to sell, it's in pallets.
Okay. So you can just like fork it onto a truck, take it away.
Mm-hmm. And the trailer we're gonna get for it makes it really easy to do it. It's basically like encased, like metal bars, and you can open the sides up. It's easy to load.
Okay.
You like saltine crackers, Pepper Dirt?
Yeah, they're okay. I haven't eaten them in a long time.
You kind of guy that doesn't like them plain. You like putting something on them.
Yeah, or put them in soup.
Mm-hmm.
And even
Okay.
then, there are better crackers if you're putting stuff on them. But not much beats them in soup.
And chili.
Yeah. I need to look into making some chili one of these days.
You never made chili before?
No,
Oh man.
my parents used to make it all the time, but I've never made it.
God, that's like a staple in our house. Oh,
Yeah,
that's some chili.
I just need to get like a bunch of it made in a container in the fridge, and I can dump it on my sausages.
We make ours in a crock pot.
Nice.
So the best way to do it. Buy some kidney beans,
Mm-hmm.
hamburger meat, or ground turkey, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
And then, what the hell did she get? Crushed tomatoes.
Crushed pepper.
I don't remember what the hell else she puts in it.
Chili powder, I imagine.
Um,
Onions of some sort, maybe,
no,
or at least onion seasoning. No, no, no. I haven't looked at a recipe. I'm sure you don't do peppers.
No, I don't.
Like no chilies in your chili.
Yeah. I like it. I'm okay if it's like a mild heat, like, ooh, this is kind of warm, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't go overboard.
Yeah, I mean, if you go too far, you lose the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
All you taste is burning.
All you taste is burning. So, remember me mentioning, I think it was last week, about this weird rabbit hole that I went down about a guy who tests mouse traps?
Oh. He tests them?
Yeah, he has a whole YouTube channel dedicated to
Oh,
mouse
yeah,
traps.
that's right.
Alright,
Right.
so one of his videos was testing how well capsaicin is as a rodent repellent.
Oh, yeah?
So he bought pure powdered capsaicin,
Oof.
like 200 million Scovilles. Ridiculous.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. And he tried it, naturally.
Mm-hmm.
By itself, like just the straight little bit of powder on his tongue, nothing. Just warm. But apparently, what you're supposed to do is dissolve it in alcohol. That kicked him on his ass. Regardless. So, what he did was he did a control of just straight sunflower seeds. Then he did sunflower seeds soaked in the alcohol, which he used just vodka, high proof vodka. And then the other one was with the capsaicin in it. Want to take a guess how well it went against the rodents?
I guess it went pretty well. If they didn't like it at all, right?
Apparently, rodents are alcoholic. They didn't care at all. Didn't bother them in the least bit.
Really?
Nope.
So they ate the alcohol one and the spicy one,
Mm-hmm. Yep. They didn't care.
but not the normal.
They didn't think the normal as much. They were more drawn to the others.
That's weird.
They probably just can't taste it.
Yeah, it's not actually a flavor, it's a chemical reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have receptors for it, it's not spicy.
That's like cats not being able to taste sourness.
Yeah.
I will say this, in regards to Dyson, if they do ever add a multiplayer, I would totally play that with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
It doesn't have the qualms that I have with Factorio. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the the upfront information like Satisfactory does that I like, but it's manageable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Factorio number's a little bit hard to understand.
Well, thus far, the only ridiculous ratios that I've seen is Mark 1 belts. Where
Like
you
the
have a...
0.3 and 0.6 makes one
Mm-hmm.
belt.
Yeah. 266.6 and 188.3. It's like a weird number.
It's a little weird to me that they do everything in items per minute instead of per second.
They do
I mean, that's what.
calculate. They calculate it per second.
Oh, they
In
do.
game, it's per second. I converted it to per minute.
Oh, okay, good.
I
So I
just
don't like how Satisfactory does that. Like, all your numbers are very small, but and they're also per minute. Where Factorio, your numbers are all small, but they're per second.
Yeah.
Except the Satisfactory belt speeds, those are just big numbers.
Mm-hmm. 720, baby. It's just... It's the same data either way, really. I mean, it's just, do you like big number or do you like small number?
Yeah. Small numbers are easy to work with. But they don't divide as easily if you're trying to get ratios right.
Mm-hmm. Which
Oh,
is why I upscaled mine when I made my notes. Which, oh man, trying to figure out the consumption rate on those science labs.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Because it's like they consume a stack of 10 in like 26.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's weird.
How the hell am I supposed to balance for that? So I just said screw it, 1 to 1.
Hopefully DSP has some unlimited science like Factorio. Yeah, I mean, Factorio didn't add that till quite a ways into its life, but...
I mean, they probably want to get the base, you know, the overall structure of the game done first, and then they'll add repeatables.
Right.
It would make the most sense.
It's hard to focus on endgame when the early game isn't done yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they have a whole branch of the tree that's locked off called Accelerant.
What the hell just happened to my truck?
Oh,
I spun around all weird, like it glitched.
you snapped back.
Yeah, that was strange.
Saw it, I can see the end. It's getting closer. Maybe like 3 or 4 more passes.
Yeah, I really hope DSP holds up in endgame and variance and replayability and all that. Make it worthwhile.
I mean, the big thing's going to be how's traversing the different planets happen,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, and I guess the object is to build a Dyson Sphere and use that to harvest energy or something.
Yeah.
What happens after that?
Yeah. Well,
Do you get to use that energy, or do you go and build another one? Or
from the addicts that have played it that I read in the Steam reviews, it takes about 100 or more hours to get to that point where you're done thus
That's
far.
quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, I'm sure things can be optimized, and you know, people are still learning the optimal way to do things.
Sure. Yeah, but that's higher than both Factorio and Satisfactory.
Mm-hmm. And Factorio's done, Satisfactory isn't. So.
Right.
I mean, it's really with any factory game, you know, it's not so much how long can you take to be done with it, it's how long do you want to play.
Yes.
Or in Satisfactory's case, for the people that like mega bases, how long can you put up with low frame rate once you've gotten too big?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Factorio was like that for a long time too.
Yeah.
Took them a long time to optimize it out. Most Factorio players probably don't stop at launching, which is technically the win. Yeah, but it's still a big milestone, and it's still a measure of like how much you have to redo if you want to start over or do it again.
Now that's where we stopped in our game.
The win, yeah. I mean, for challenge runs and speed runs, that's where you stop, because
Yeah.
that is the win. But mega basing can be a whole lot of fun.
I mean, I tried to do it in my solo Satisfactory game. I was trying,
Yeah.
but I mean, eventually I just got to the point where it got really boring on my own.
Yeah, and Satisfactory doesn't really have mega basing, right? There's a pretty low limit, maybe not low. There's a limit on how many resources you can get, how quickly.
That's true. I mean, mods like 100 plus milestones are meant to solve that problem. Where it's just
But that's
like,
just by adding more stuff to do, not by adding more resources, right?
no, it adds resources.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it sure does. Has its own resources, has its own items, its own crafting recipes. Bunch of stuff in that mod. I know one of the buildings is for siphoning the gas from those poison columns
Oh, cool.
and repurposing it.
Satisfactory is adding new gas resource. Yeah. With so far only one gas in it, right?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Yeah.
You also gotta be careful about adding too much complexity to the base game, because that will drive people away if you have to keep rebuilding over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, that's what that's what they're going to be fixing in the next update to Satisfactory. The overall complexity of, I mean, do you remember when we set up aluminum
Yeah.
in that? How,
Yeah.
like, everything needed a refinery?
Yep.
That's getting fixed. There'll be a machine specifically for that. I think it's called the, oh lord, the the washer, I think.
Hmm.
And then there's the, oh lord, the machine that's specifically for filling containers now, instead of having to do that in a refinery. Filling and
Okay.
emptying containers.
Do you know if DSP has any mod support yet, or is that coming later?
I don't know. I mean, it's a Unity game, so
Oh, okay. So I'll
modding.
probably use Unity Mod Manager.
Yeah. I mean, it
That
wouldn't
sucks.
be. Yeah, but it wouldn't be that difficult. I don't know. I
mean, it gives you more
know.
control. I guess you could have a mod that adds multiplayer.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least in their case, Unity kind of already has back end for it, like how Satisfactory does with Unreal.
Right.
And they recently just updated the engine for Satisfactory to kind of help it with it, because they're trying to prep for dedicated servers.
Okay.
And then the next big thing they want to do is official mod support.
Yeah, maybe they'll actually take a route and add actual mod support, unlike what Derail did.
Yeah. At least with Satisfactory, the community's been on top of it. They made their own mod manager. They have their own
Right.
repository for the mods. They're all there.
But even that's just hooking into something the engine has. That's not actually mod support.
Yeah. I mean, it's a backdoor more or less.
Right, exactly. It's a hack.
For what it is, though, I mean, it works well. And the fact that the mod manager has essentially built-in states. So if you say, "Oh, hey, I want to play modded today," you change you can set a profile to be like, "This is my modded profile," and then be like, I'm playing with friends. I want to play vanilla. You just switch it to vanilla.
Right.
Mhm. How full are you right now, Salt?
60. I can hold the next row.
Okay. I think we're gonna have just enough capacity in the silos. We're at 535k of 600 in silos.
Cool.
God, I'm ready to be done with these damn potatoes.
Done with taters for this round. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna do taters again.
I hope to God not. Extras are gonna have to get a bakery too.
Bakery. I thought oh yeah, bakery was the best, right?
Yeah, it's 362.
Yeah.
We didn't get lucky this time.
That's alright.
Oh. When we wrap up stream, I need to send you those TV commercials for Shadow of Mordor so you can watch them.
Alright. That'll be something fun to do during my work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they're short, but it was a good idea. Props to the marketing team. You did see where Amazon's making a Lord of the Rings TV show, didn't you?
No, I didn't. That.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not sure about that one.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Look, on the bright side, if it's just bad, the Tolkien estate will take care of it. And they're pretty
Maybe
picky
it'll
about that
feature it
stuff.
somehow. Yeah.
Alright, I'll go get the train.
Alright, I'm dumping this over in east.
It's over here at west right now, so
Oh,
I'll
hi.
go there first. Is that the Gollum one? No. You're thinking of the next Lord of the Rings game, Boro.
You're back, mwahaha. Well, welcome back, Tutum. Are they just gonna make up some story to tell in the TV show? Like,
I
they can't
mean,
expand on the movies.
if they're smart about it, they'll pick out a good story from the Silmarillion.
Yeah, yeah.
But TV
The
being
same
what it
world,
is,
but largely unrelated.
man. Oh, Orange Cat has entered the fray. Hi, Pumpkin. Hello, honey. What's up?
You could make up a lot of history with Strider and the Rangers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. Elf history would be interesting too.
I mean, they could just talk about, Sauron's rise to power as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of an easy one to do. They've got a lot of material to go off of there.
All right.
I need
I
some
have unloaded everything.
I need some Celebrimbor in my life. And hopefully not like Shadow of War. I don't need stupid, sexy Shelob. You did say you never played that one, did you?
No.
Did they? she's a minor character in that game, and she has a well, she's stupid, sexy Shelob. We'll just say that.
While you're playing with the train, I'm gonna run around and pick up some of these extra pieces we missed, just to see if we can get anything out of it.
All right, you can just dump them over in the west.
Yeah, or take them straight to bakery.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't think I can unload this harvester into it.
Mm, is
Yeah,
that?
west is close. I'll do that.
Oh, okay. That silo's empty. I'll just back up and go to storage.
Okay. Dude, son, what game was that? Taking notes.
Shadow of War. Hey, Axer. How's it going, bud? Goodness, Pumpkin. You ready for bed too? Is that why you're in here? Telling me to get off the pooter?
Actually, Kremlin, this harvesting's at 83%, so if you wait before turning that in,
Yeah, I will.
we can make more money off of the extra too.
That's fine. There was a new update yesterday. Update for what? What was updated? Haylofts don't accept bells anymore? Hmm. I mean, that doesn't really affect us right now. Twitch just notified you that I'm streaming Dyson. It's set to farming sim. I promise.
It's a very late push notification.
Yeah. Almost 12 hours late. Twitch notifications, yeah, really.
Or early.
Yeah.
It's telling you he's going live tomorrow. Alright, we're at 84 now, so you can turn that in.
Right. I'm filling up the last car right now.
Twitch's new AI can see the future.
Predictive
Amazon.
notification. Clever. Boop. All full.
I'm surprised they haven't hooked up Twitch to Alexa yet.
There's a couple of things that use that, like someone made the hell are those things called for it? Skills, yeah.
Yeah.
That made a skill so instead of having your chat make a clip, you can just tell it to, and it'll do it for you. As good as predictive text, that's fair.
Yeah, they could like randomly say when someone you follow goes online. You're just hanging out watching TV or something, and she's like, "Oh, Kremlin's online." That'd be very funny and terrible.
Too real.
And then when you're hanging out with all the cool people, they can know how much of a nerd you are for watching Twitch.
What's your opinion on home automation, Salt?
Don't like it.
Don't like it in general, or don't like the fact don't like the fact that it's outside services?
That's the part I don't like. Yes, if you could do it all, you can't. You can't do it all that way. I mean, like, home automation where you have a central control unit and you can only do it from inside your house if you're connected to your Wi-Fi or whatever, that wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that you can like do it from anywhere because it's all online, that's terrible.
What if I told you it was possible?
How can you be sure it's not going on the internet?
Because you can tell it not to. I found there's a community on Reddit that use a program called Home Assistant, and
Okay.
it's specifically for that. Everything is run out of your house.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
It's all centralized. You just run it on like a Pi. All right, here comes the first load. Pumpkin, I need you to move your orange butt. Peepees. Thank you.
Yeah,
I gotta-
possibly the worst part is that most people don't know what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, ring doorbell, sure, why not?
Yep. Reported to FBI.
Yeah.
Okay, that was one whole car.
One car completed the contract?
For field 1, yes.
Nice. Oh, field 1. Okay. Right,
Now
right.
we're on to 15.
Very small.
I'll when I send you those YouTube videos, I'll send you the link to the Home Assistant website so you can glance over it.
Okay.
Because it
It's only
seems
privacy. Nobody
se-
needs that.
yeah. What's a little data harvesting between friends, right?
Who cares if every word you say in your own house is sent to some company to analyze?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Hopefully I can catch it in time. We're on car number 3 now.
92%. Your iPhone is sitting next to your keyboard listening to everything you say. Yes, it is. You're right. And a lot of people don't know that.
Okay. Didn't get it. Still got more.
94%.
We'll run down to east now and get it from there. I think it's one of those things for people figure, we're already too far gone. Why bother?
No, that's not good. But yeah,
Yep.
probably.
I mean, I tried to bring it up to my mother and she seemed to not care at all.
One of the guys' names at work was Dave. He would talk to him like how?
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't let you do that.
Yeah.
You left your spinny lights on the truck, by the way.
Yep. My truck has a hazard where it's sitting.
Mm.
Your life is boring to live. It. Imagine the poor staff that's listening to it. Well, that's the problem. It's not a person.
And they're not just
Computer.
listening to it, they're making money off the fact that they're listening to it. Where's my cuts? All I'm saying.
Your cut is the free services you get.
Free, big quotations there.
Mm-hmm.
The service is free, you're the product. I didn't even look, and I know he put quotations around free. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. He said free Google services, but I generalized it because it's not just Google.
I mean, I try to mitigate it, but, you know, it's kind of everywhere nowadays. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Got a Google email, Google phone.
I've got Google email, I've got Google phone. But I guess my mitigation is using Firefox and DuckDuckGo. No. Okay, that silo's empty. Back to storage.
Of course, we're all just assuming that, you know, those companies are doing what they say they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I even use the Mozilla VPN. So
Yeah.
it's cheap and it works well, and I semi-trust Mozilla.
Yeah.
They've been at it for a while. It's like $5 a month for their VPN. I don't use it that often, and you know, what's $5?
Yeah. Tinfoil hat, tinfoil underwear.
Mhm. Did I tell you my reasoning behind why I chose to do JavaScript? Like, to try to start learning it?
If there was a specific reason, I don't think. I mean, there was like, it's not that hard, and there's a lot of very quick visual feedback. And I think that's why.
Well, that and it
At
tied
least I
into
assume that's why.
that, and it tied into the fact that I already know HTML.
Mhm.
But I wanted to see how complicated it would be to do a Twitch extension.
Oh, okay. Are those all JavaScript?
Mm-hmm. I was curious. Well,
Yeah.
it was more or less I got fed up with Abby's sound alert app, and I said, I bet I could do
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. What's really nice is if you do that, and you do it the way that his does, where like you can pay bits to play sounds, you get a cut as a developer of all the bits that anyone ever spends playing
Yeah.
those sounds.
That's true, but part of me
Not
doesn't
that-
like. Part of me doesn't like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
you don't
like-
have a
like-
choice.
Like, I get it, you know, a dev's got to make a cut somehow to make up for their lost time, but that other renegade part of me is like, why? You know,
Yeah.
if it's a streamer, if it's a fellow streamer that's making it, they're doing it for, you know, for the benefit of all. You know,
Yeah.
like, why not just make it where, you know, if you so choose, if you want to have the ability to get bits for your sounds, then use Streamlabs one. But you know, if you don't want to put that burden on your community and still want to be able to use sounds, then you know, use the one such and such made.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the idea of spending bits like that. But
Like, I mean, it makes sense from the broadcaster's perspective. Is
it's a
one
way to squeeze money out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I know not everyone views it that way, but you know, I'm being cynical.
Hi, Kremlin. How's your train?
Looks like this guy don't know how to drive a damn train from the looks of it.
Sitting on the edge of your seat.
That's not how that works at all. Where's my realism, Giants? I'm waiting for it. give him this. My character's posture is astounding.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here's the last of it.
That's it.
Boop.
Contracts are 94%, so this should finish it, and then we gotta dump it all back into the silo again.
Boro, actually, he would be an engineer because he's driving the train. Just saying. No, but it's whatever. I don't care. Just giving you shit, bud. Touche. Yes, very close. You're right. Listen, me and Pepper Dirt here, we know a thing or two about trains, don't we, Salt?
Mm-hmm.
We've been around the rails a time or two.
Trains are great.
I love trains. Okay, so here's a good question, fellow train nerd. Which would you prefer if you had a choice between driving a diesel electric like the DE6 or a steamer? Which would you choose?
Ugh. In real life?
Mm-hmm. If you had a choice, what appeals to you more?
I would pick the diesel, but probably not for the reasons you're thinking.
Okay, why?
I don't like getting dirty.
Oh no.
Steam engines are very dirty things.
My grandfather just popped into my head. Okay, so I remember the first time that I let Blake meet my grandfather, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reaches out to shake his hand, and he goes, you got soft hands. I bet you never worked a hard day in your life. Oh, goodness.
And it's funny that was meant as an insult, but it's not.
It's just... It wasn't meant as an insult. It's just Pap being Pap.
Just a comment.
It's just how he is. He's an old Vietnam veteran. He could give a damn. You know? He's been through it. He's good.
Mm-hmm. 99%. Done.
Ooh, I got that off good.
Yeah, you did.
Still
No,
going
wasted like
bakery on
1500.
these?
I believe so. Let's check just to make sure. Yeah. Bakery.
Let's take them to West where you're already there then.
Yep.
Trains are one of the best parts of Factorio. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way that the trains look aesthetically in Factorio, but I like the way I like the way the trains are in Satisfactory a little bit more. There's just something about the way they look, how they've combined like the diesel electric vibe with monorail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just cool.
Except the trains in Satisfactory are basically just cars on a rail. I mean, like they have rubber wheels.
Yeah, I mean they're monorails.
Yeah.
You ever tried to sell someone a monorail, Salt?
I had to sing a song about it.
Really now? Tell me all about it. While I protest. I was looking before I had to go pick up the kids today. There's some things I want to do to kind of upgrade my setup here, minus the desk, because just don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can't unload here.
Yeah, you can. It's storage in the south you can't. Right?
I can't unload here.
It's only west you can do?
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
No, meet you over there.
Well. Choo.
Yep. Anyway, you I'm sure you've heard of them because of Twitch being Twitch. The Stream Decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at those today.
Yeah, Abaddon was asking me that a few months ago. Like, my opinion on which one would be a good one to get.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, none of them, you're wasting your money. OBS has keybinds, just use your keyboard.
I mean, that's essentially all it is. It's just, you know, I don't know. You're too
He was
old-fashioned for this
paying a
conver-
monthly fee for a phone app that put
Oh yeah, he
streaming
was
on his phone.
he was using the Streamlabs app for it. Yep, yep.
It's like, at the very least, buy a program so you don't have to pay a monthly fee.
Man, Streamlabs really nickels and dimes you, doesn't it?
It does it in a opt-in kind of way. Like, you can choose to just not do any of that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's free.
Yeah. Fair.
But you can also buy like overlays and stuff for your stream.
I could give a damn.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my overlay. Sleeping cat.
This is my overlay, the game you're watching.
Yep. This was originally Coffee Cam, and then I got a better chair in the office for cat.
Cat cam.
Yep. I mean, what I did instead, like I have a... With regular OBS, you have profiles that you can set, and then you have what are called sing collections.
Okay.
So I have a profile with a specific sing collection for when I do the Clone Hero streams. That, you know, like the green screen and all that jazz on it.
Yeah.
So I don't, and my my audio levels are tweaked to specifically for that game and everything else. And I can just swap, and it's there.
Nice.
Taters. Yeah, I mean, like I've got somewhere in my hardware junk drawer, I've got a like 20, god, it's huge. 27, 30, it's like 20 or 30 plus, like just keypad thing. I used to use it for Elite Dangerous. I think I mentioned that to you before. I mean, the only issue is I'd have to find the software for it again to bind the keys to it if I did it that way, and make my homemade keycaps with graph paper and a little symbol. Because like the regular version of the Elgato Stream Decks is like $140.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other thing I looked at that I do actually want to get that's only like $30 is a like a large USB 3.0 hub.
Yeah.
Because underneath my desk, if you were to use the term rat's nest to describe it, you're being generous.
How many USB devices do you have?
A bit.
Why?
Why not?
I mean, I have like mouse, keyboard, the dongle for my Xbox controller. I think that's it.
Said it was Control Z, right?
Control Tab to go to.
It's all. I always think Z because I'm like, yeah, you know, that's the button.
Yeah.
Did we get the contract complete? Yeah, we did. I was there. I know.
Yeah. Don't turn it because this truck is red.
Want to watch me make some potatoes disappear?
No. That'd be very funny though if the truck disappeared, but the potatoes spread all over the ground.
Potato explosion. So you remember that whole part where you said you were going to get off an hour ago because you have an early meeting?
I know.
What happened, Pepper Dirt?
Potatoes happened. I wasn't going to abandon you.
You do care.
You didn't even want to do them.
He does love me. He does. You can do grain door on that trailer too, so you don't have to worry about the light.
I'll just pull it in where the lights don't matter.
Welcome to Farming Sim 19, where the potatoes suck and the lights don't matter.
I don't know how these potatoes fit through the grates.
Very carefully. You said the truck holds 48.
Yeah. It's a nice little town center. We rarely drive through here.
It's going to take you 3 loads.
2 more or 3 more?
3 more.
Oh no!
Did you do it again?
Just spun around. I didn't snap back.
We got another 40.584K. Sitting,
Probably
waiting.
grab a green one if you want to help.
Good, but that requires getting out of this passenger seat.
That's true.
God, the windows on this thing are dirty. Taters sucking the life out of Kremlin. See, I sound better now that one, you're here, Dave. Hi, bud. I got me a pack of saltines to, do something besides press 3 and A and D a little bit to move. I've livened up a bit, but I'm still dead inside.
Alright, Barometer. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you again.
Yeah, see you, bud. Have a good one.
I'll see you tomorrow if you join Kremlin's DSP stream.
Oh, am I doing a DSP stream tomorrow?
Oh, aren't you? I don't know. I thought it was a new daily thing.
Well, now I feel bad if I say no. It'll probably be much later, though. For sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't, all we'll do in his grocery store tomorrow, so I'm, I don't know. Felt weird streaming that early.
Yeah. I was having lunch. I couldn't jump in right at the beginning.
Sorry, I'm late. Wipes mustard off shirt.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Sparky's right. Predictive notifications. It knows
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, I'll probably just do what I did today and, add everyone in the Discord that I'm about to go live with it, so that way they know.
Yeah. And you don't have to go as long if you don't want to either.
I didn't mean to. You know how it works. You get sucked in. That and we were testing things. It is nice to know that your idea worked with the belts being high up. Because I first tested that when I set up the sorter production and belt production.
Yeah.
It worked perfectly.
Good. That's cool.
The only thing you have to compensate for is if a production chain requires 2 items, you've got to offset the splitters a little bit, but that's like no big deal.
Right. It's weird that they're like 2x2 buildings but on half grids.
I honestly think it just might have to do with the slight grid deformation, like that starts above the equator.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I understand why it's in the middle because your belts run in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does that make sense?
The belts are running along the equator.
Right, but the belts are running in the middle of the grids, not on the grid lines, right?
They're running on the lines.
They're running on the lines. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The belts snap to the grid lines. And it's also weird that the only thing you're allowed to free place is the miners.
Oh yeah, huh? Those weren't snapping.
Have a picture? Picture for what, 2-ton? We need a picture of. The good layout idea? I mean, you're more than welcome to scrub through the about 4-hour VOD from earlier today. It's right towards the end. You'll see it. That's the last thing I did. Or you can just wait for me to upload it to YouTube. Your choice. A giant backlog of shit I need to push to public. I've been so lazy. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, 2-ton. Like, I don't have a picture on hand, bud. That's all I got.
I think he's trying to say after we finish here, you need to open the game and show him. predictive notification.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me just to do that 2-ton? It'll be like all of 2 minutes. And then it'll be stream over. Yeah. You got 2 more loads, so...
Okay.
64k left in the silo. How's the inside of the truck dirty on the roof?
Wow. That's impressive. I kick my feet up on edge as I drive.
Yeah, I guess so. That's okay. I forgot the valve was possible. Yeah, it's no big deal. 2-ton. You did see where I posted. Yeah, you did say you think you saw it. Okay. I'll probably eventually, once I get quote unquote done taking my notes, as we figure out, projection rates and everything, I'll type it up and make a spreadsheet and everything else. Just make it easier. Ooh, shortcut. Wow.
There's a road.
Wow. Okay. Here's a driving related question for you, Salt.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the type of driver that likes to avoid main roads and would rather take back roads to get where you need to go?
Nah,
Really?
I don't mind main roads.
God, I hate them here. Absolutely hate it.
Why? Traffic?
People.
Yeah.
Traffic's not too bad. Well, it's just, it's a 6-lane highway that cuts right through the center of town.
Okay.
It's, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess I could say the highway because, it runs across the whole state. It's, 11 West. Runs right through town. And, yeah, everything, all the important stuff's along there, but I try my best to avoid ever going to anything there. Because I just hate it.
So like you said 6-lane, right? So it's a proper highway with ramps, stuff.
No ramps. No ramps.
How do you get on and off?
You drive up to it.
I mean, like it's got stoplights, or you just have to turn on.
There's
very
stoplights
heavy
along it.
Okay, so it's not a proper highway.
It's technically a highway. Technically speaking, it has an actual road name in town where the lights and stuff are, but yeah, it's still 11 West.
Yeah, we have highways here, but they're all ramp based, so they're fast.
We do have one of those. We have one of those, but it's Tennessee. That goes up.
Yeah, I mean, when I lived in Illinois, I think I had similar to what you're talking about. We had the main road. I don't even remember what number it was, but it had a local name with stoplights and everything, and it was 4 or 6 lanes depending on where you were.
Yeah.
But you had to go. It was like 15-20 minute drive to get to an actual highway.
Good job, Salt.
Thanks.
Yeah, we've got that, which is like the main thoroughfare through town, from the east side of town to the west side of town. And then we have the interstate highway, which loops you like if you were coming from Virginia, that's one way to go. It will lead you into the city where we're close to the state line, and that will loop you around to the interstate. That's essentially where that road ends. But, yeah, it's kind of all we got.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm going somewhere that would use the highway, I'm totally fine taking the highway.
Nah, just I guess I'm too crotchety.
I kind of like the highway because it's so fast.
Well, it is California. That's kind of what they're known for. I guess you've got a freeway kind of that you deal with, don't you?
What do you mean I deal with?
Well, I mean, that you traverse.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to when I go to work every day. It was like a 45-minute drive, mostly highways. The highways were the nice part about the drive. It's the local roads that were annoying,
Hmm.
because then you have stoplights and people.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad around here. I mean, as you get closer to the city center, there's a bit more stoplights, but most of the ways I take are to stop signs or yields.
Yeah.
Like a couple years ago, the town got a certain fascination with roundabouts, so
Oh God, no.
they're not bad. They're really not. Well, except one in town that's on the edge of the industrial park. They got
Yeah.
this nice. They built it and they had this nice like brick inner circle that lasted all of about a month before it was black from tires of semi trailers.
Yeah.
The rest of them aren't bad. I remember what one of the intersection was like before they put in the roundabouts, and it was they said 1, 2, 3. It was a 5-way junction
Oh jeez.
with yields, so you can
Yeah.
imagine. And the
I
roundabout
know what
fix
to do
that right
anything,
up.
Yeah. Yeah, roundabouts are okay if like there's a certain amount of traffic where roundabouts are reasonable,
Hmm.
but it's pretty easy to go over that, and then all of a sudden they're not good anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing they did was when they redid the main part of downtown, because it used to just be kind of just you had the two red lights, one at the center and one at the upper part, because we have a whole train station there.
Mm-hmm.
They went and the parts that were just stop signs or yields, they went and put roundabouts in there, and it worked great because they're smaller streets.
Yeah. Jen prefers local roads, the highways. She'll avoid the highway if she can.
Hmm.
But I think that probably comes with familiarity. Like,
You-
I know all the roads around here, and I know, how fast each one is and where it goes and when to get on and off.
Who does the most driving? Usually you or her?
Me. I
Interesting.
mean, like, it's everything has changed in 2020, right?
Yeah,
But
naturally.
before that, I would drive 40 minutes, 45 minutes to work, 45 minutes home. And, like, I knew how to avoid the traffic when the highways got traffic because
Yeah.
there's rush hour. So I learned, like, all the exits, when to go where at what time of the day.
Yeah.
When she had her teaching job, she worked 5 minutes from the house. She barely had to go on any roads at all.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. She just never got the full force of it.
Right. So, like, when we have to go to, like, the airport or something to pick someone up or whatever, she always has to ask, like, is it this road north, this road where? Yeah, it's...
God, I remember when Steph first moved down here. Lord, that was a time. I was like taking her around trying to show back ways, and she's like, "I'm never gonna get this."
Yeah. But Jen did learn all the weird back ways because she prefers them.
Yeah. You're from like what, around Chicago originally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It might just be that's what you're used to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, Chicago's a big place.
Mhm.
Like, when I say Chicago, I was an hour away from downtown. On a good day.
Yeah.
I was in, like, a northern suburb.
Yeah.
Well, we're done. We can turn in these.
I figure we turn in these, sell the Puma, and buy a Magnum.
Yeah.
We'll have enough.
Well, I'll drive us to the shop.
Okie-doke. And we can mark number 1 off the list. Number 2 will be much cheaper.
Yeah, where I lived in Chicago, I almost never took the highway. Like, the only reason I would go there is if I was going to a distant town that was along the highway. But my town and most of the neighboring ones, I could get there with local roads.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a preference, that's just how it was.
Yeah, I remember when I was still working at my last job, the one time the closest I've ever been to Nashville. I don't guess you've ever been near it.
Nope.
Okay, so seen it from a okay, the easiest way to figure out how crazy that's weird.
I accidentally took a cultivating. Oh well. Killing it.
You don't want $1,000 salt?
Not for cultivating.
If you look at Nashville on Google Maps
Yeah.
and just look at how, I mean, it's literally a multiple ring system of interstates going around that city. It is the weirdest thing, and you want to talk about some hellacious traffic. You've got like 4 interstates merging in and out of one another with semis.
Yeah.
So imagine what it's like fighting for lanes as I'm sitting in the passenger seat of a little Kia Sedona trying not to get run over.
Yeah.
Imagine.
All right, so we're going 380, narrow twin.
Yeah, I'm selling the Puma now.
What colors?
Puma is sold. We have 403,509.
Ooh, onyx.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to get this thing painted, and Abby's going to yell because he can't ride and eat the Cheetos.
I know. But when we have 2 of the same tractor, we have to be able to tell them apart.
Yep.
Ooh.
What are you thinking? Black and blue?
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah,
Not a
I
fa-
think
not
I
a
like
f-
this.
yeah, I was not a fan of the gray on that nose.
No.
Stuck out way too much where it's a matte.
It's like the same no color. That's the same as the other one, and that's free.
Yeah.
You like onyx?
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Do you have a darker blue for the wheels?
Sure.
Let's see what a darker blue looks like.
That does look good.
Yeah, that's much better. And they are on
403.
narrow twins,
Oh, 403 is what we have. It's 340.
and they're on narrows.
Yeah, double narrow.
All right, hit it.
I'd ride back with you, but I can't. Or am I driving?
Yeah, you can drive it.
I already own a 380. This is somebody else's.
I already own one too. I don't know whose this is.
You have a 340.
Yeah. The pretty princess is no more.
Yep. But we still have flour.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these guys not washing their tractors when they're done.
Mm-hmm. So now we just need 27K and we can mark off number 2,
Nice.
which is a hayloft. And then after that it's a water truck and a water source, which is 8 and 5's 13, so that's 73K.
Okay.
And then the sheep pen, which is 180, and that doesn't include the price of the ship. But tomorrow it'll be harvesting time for our field.
Oh, cool.
The only reason it hasn't grown more is because of us being at 1x the whole time.
Yeah.
And it just about looks like all these trees around us are ready to cut if we so choose.
Yeah. They're kind of cool decorations, but we could tear them down and build new ones too.
Mhm. We could plant different kinds as well.
Oh, cool.
I think there's one other type of tree. Let me check that right
Nice.
quick before I... Yeah, so that's the regular pallet, and then yeah, there's poplar. Poplar's the other kind you can get,
Okay.
and they're cheaper
I wonder if they don't grow as big though.
probably, because the oh, they're seeds versus saplings.
Um,
Interesting. I don't know. Okay, well, one moment. Let me mark this off our list. I need a thicker point pen here. Much better. There we go. Just gotta get the barn.
cool.
Progress. Feels good, man.
All right. I gotta get to bed. I got a meeting. Yeah. Not.
You managed to do a flip? No, Raken, I'm not doing a flip. Not doing it. I'm wrapping up stream. It's almost
Yeah.
5 a.m. Alright, well, I guess till tomorrow, Pepper Dirt.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. We'll talk to you then.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
Alright. Anybody we know streaming? Let's see here. Spartacus is still going? Good God Almighty. Alright, let's raid Spartacus. Man, he's still going. Good God, dude, get some rest. Alright, let's go raid Spartacus. Everybody have a good one. If I decide to do a Dyson stream tomorrow, I'll post it in the Discord and let everybody know. Otherwise, see you guys for farming. Have a good one, everybody.